Hey guys, what's up? What's good? Hope you guys are doing fine. How was your night? Hope you guys slept well. And for some persons, a lot of us actually under the weather, like feel like the NASA thingy. But how you guys have your night? Was it cold? The weather is kind of funny lately. You cannot tell whether it's going to rain or it's not going to rain. But my advice for everybody out there is fact that if you're going out, get yourself an hoodie. Yeah, I get an hoodie just in case it rains. You can just help yourself and to avoid treatment and all of that. You can use that money for better things than buying drugs. You know, right? So this is just me saying I love you guys and do the right thing at the right time. Straight up today, we go straight to our Gusto Life News where I bring you updates concerning music and that's across the country. Straight up today, we'll begin with one and only Davido. For some persons, they want to call him Davido. For some persons, it's Davido. Whatever you want to call him, just make sure there's a D and there's an O at the back of your name, regardless. We saw where the first month achievement came out, and for Davido, he peaked at number 45 country. He peaked at number one in 45 countries on Apple Music country chart, and it's an amazing one actually. We cannot go through this list endless. It's endless. We have about a little below 100 achievements it has so far on this one. It just shows the fact that he really achieved a lot in the first 1 month. And I think for him, yeah, it's just a space to say let's count more months for Davido because he's surely going to do more in the coming months. Moving on to so where Davido has actually amassed about 569 streams across all digital streaming platforms. And what that means is that's about half a billion, more than half a billion. We saw, I think about some days ago, Tuesday precisely, Davido was on 469.3 million streams, and they were talking about how was it going to cross 1 billion in no time and everything. And then in just one day, over the night rather, we saw where 100 million listeners came from nowhere to stream it and took it to 569 streams. That's plus at the moment. Obviously, when this increases, we'll get back to you guys on that one. We saw Audiomack bringing out a report card, and they are saying for the most streamed artist so far in the month of April, we have Davido number one, Ashake number two, Shei Vibe three, Zinoliski on four, Burna Boy on five, Omale on six, Black Sheriff on seven, Arya Star on eight, Young Boy Never Broke Again on nine, and obviously Bella Shmurda on 10. And for the most streamed album in the month of April, we have Timeless number one, The Villain I Never Was number two, Boy Alone number three, Mr. Money with the Vibe number four, Love Damini number five, $1 Billion Baby number six, Hypertension number seven, Great and Lost number eight, Playboy nine, and obviously 19 and Dangerous Deluxe with Arya Star on number 10. Amazing one. It just shows that for these two categories, Davido has been amazing on Audio Mark. Trust me, we can't wait to see what the coming days and months and even years look like for Davido for the Timeless project. Moving on, we saw Davido actually coming out to explain how a typical day in his life would look like. Davido is saying, quick day in the life of 001 Abibi. Now, for some persons, Abibi was like a trending sound at the point. Abibi comes to Dubai. That was like the slang at the point, and it was really nice to use at the time. But then we saw Davido saying, started off at the Sony Music office to discuss Timeless, and then off to the ABT studio to chop it up, and then a quick stop to pick up my one out of 150 baby. Then finally ended my day with the Blue Dubai family and some amazing fans. We prayed long and worked hard to be able to see days like this again. The timeless journey continues. Walk with me. And then we saw a very funny post by Shaggy. Where Shaggy is saying, "You go need 2 week rest and better full massage for Mushi. When you come back, don't worry, bills on me." Shaggy is saying he wants to pay the bill of the video when he comes back to the country. But then they've actually confirmed the fact that his Mercedes Benz he got actually was a limited edition, and it means that they are only 150 of those vehicles in the world, and he himself has gotten one of these, leaving 149 for about billions of people to share. So what it means is Davido has acquired one of those cars, and the rest of us in billions we should actually fight for the remaining 149. Amazing one. I think there are levels to this stuff. There are big levels to this stuff. Moving on, we saw Davido Jowo music video. At the time, Jowo was a very, very big song, trending song at the time. And then this video has surpassed one, I said one, surpassed about 50 million views on YouTube. Recall that the video had a Nengi on this at the time, and that was after she left the Big Brother's house. and she was straight called for this one, and she did an amazing job on that one. And the video has surpassed 50 million views as we speak, an amazing one for the video. It just shows the fact that Timeless is doing well, yeah, and also other projects from the video are also doing well as we speak. Moving on, we have Fireboy as the next guy on the news. We saw where him and Davido actually were seen chilling and having amazing fun at the time. And then we saw where for Fireboy and Peru, which had Ed Sheeran, have surpassed about 5 billion streams. And obviously, that's crazy. We saw Apollo and Laughter Tears and Goosebump surpassing 100 million streams each. And that's about cumulatively of about 200 million plus streams for both album, Apollo and obviously Laugh, Tears and Goosebump. And this only are on Boom Play. Amazing one for Firebrand. I saw where it came out to promise us that someone would drop. That was the first day, yeah. So he's saying someone would drop the next day, and then the way it works here is the fact that when you drop a prayer like that, there's always anticipation for midnight. Yeah. So people expect that you drop the song midnight and then we vibe the song till morning. And obviously by morning the song will start topping chart and all of that. But midnight came, we did not see that song. And obviously it came the next day saying, not the yeah, it came the next day saying 7 p.m. West African time, I love you. Obviously fans did not agree with that. Somebody is saying Fireboy Tigbein handicap. What the person means is Fireboy deceived you guys. And that one is saying I don't turn nice guy for Spotify. I don't refer like 50 times. And people just came out sharing their opinion saying they really waited for that song. Anyway, the song finally dropped. Someone is out, and trust me, it's an amazing one. And obviously, fans also have come out to share their opinions on what they think about the song. Some person actually come out to say, the song is this, is sampling somebody, the song is not that, the song is, it looks like a foreign song, all of that. Whatever it is, we are so sure that Fireboy was deliberate about whatever it was that he sang in that song. Amazing one for Fireboy. Someone is one jam you need to listen to as we speak. And moving on, we saw for Fireboy, big one for him because Clarks are set to host digital Fireboy DML concert in Metaverse. And does that sound like strange to person? What's metaverse? I will do that. I will do it for you. Just don't pay me. I'll do it for free. But then we saw the 30-minute online event will be taking place on Thursday, 18th of May at 6:30 p.m. on Fireboy DML YouTube channel and all of that. So metaverse actually is a 3.0 mechanism. Um, it's a blockchain basically where nodes are built on block. And these are very complex terms. So what it basically means is the fact that an advent that you can actually attend concerts, by the way, on metaverse. Metaverses are hardwares that people use to support stuff. So hardwares like glasses, and if you've played some games on PS4, PS5, you have some metaverse where you actually wear like sub stuff and then it look like you're in the game, but you are not in the game. So you can actually watch the game. You put on the glasses and then you feel the whole radiation, your body is moving. So your feeling is like you are in that game, but you really are not in that game. At best, you're at Maryland more, basically, because you've never left that place. But then you can imagine yourself that you were there. And before the on Web 2.0, when they tried it, you could see where they had the invent of the cinema thingy where you sit down and then the chair look like it's moving and you're going down and all of that. But then on Web3 it was digitalized where you can now wear glasses, you can wear gloves, you can hold stuff that look like guns, and your mind it works on your mind thinking that you're actually shooting. So they are saying Fireboy concert is going to be held in such manner where you're going to feel like you're there, but you are not there. So it's going to be a metaverse thingy. And for Fireboy, it just shows the fact that Afrobeat with this new technology is going to be massive. So you can be in Nigeria, purchase tickets for an O2 Arena ticket in Nigeria, and attend the concert like you're in the O2. Mad. Like mad. So you can just get for Rema is doing the O2 Arena November 14th. You can get the ticket and Metaverse will send you your equipment after getting tickets. And then just in your apartment, you put on the equipment and you actually vibe like you are in O2 Arena. Trust me, it does not get better than this. Anyways, moving on, talking about the guy himself, Rema is the last guy of the news. We saw where for the Billboard 100, Rema went back to number 6, which is a whole big one for him as we speak. We saw Rema spending 35 weeks at the top and extending the record as the longest running number 1 song in the history of Billboard Afrobeat chart. Rema is set to shut down the O2 Arena come the 14th day of November. Obviously, Tickets began 10 a.m. Yesterday, and obviously general sales will begin 10 a.m. on Friday. So you guys, if you want to be there, please go get your ticket. For the Rema USA and Continental report sheet that came out, we saw where Rema is really doing good in the US, inclusive of billboards, Shazam, radio, media base, iTunes, Billboard Pop Radio, Spotify US, streaming strong, digital song sales. Rema really is dominating almost all this platform. We saw for his in Jerusalem tour, as we speak, the Hyderabad early bird tickets are all sold out. They are all sold out as we speak. So we're left with the phase one ticket, and he's saying get your ticket before it's all sold out. Imagine selling at your early bird in a space like Jerusalem. Trust me, India rather it just shows the fact that these Indian folks really wants to listen to Rema at the moment. Anyways, back to Rema and Platinum. This time it's Portugal, and Portugal has delivered their polling unit by making Rema actually come down and be certified Platinum in Portugal, making it 4 Platinum in Portugal with the song Calm Down. Big one for Rema on that one. We saw the latest single, which he dropped like I think the early part of the year, called Holiday. Holiday have surpassed about 15 million streams on Spotify as we speak. Moving on, we saw Rema becoming, Rema actually is going to be on the rave on the first. So moving on from now, you're going to be seeing a case where you're going to have Rema as the first guy, first African, first black, youngest, because he's on course to achieving all of these things. I was saying Rema is set to become the youngest African artist to shut down the O2 Arena London. Also, he's set to become the fourth African act to sell out the O2. Also, the first African act to sell out stadiums in India, and obviously the first African artist to tour Jerusalem and Israel. And for the O2, we show that Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy have all sold out the O2. So Rema is set to become the number fourth person if he sells that one out. And for the Jungle Rave for Lagos fans only, Rema has announced that if you didn't get a ticket before now, it's over because tickets are all sold out. Rema Jungle Rave are all sold out. Location still remains secret, but then if you got a ticket, I'm sure you know the location at the moment. Moving on, we saw Rema Calm Down have surpassed about 450 million views on YouTube. Amazing one. For Rema, we saw Rema is about records now. It's back to the record spree. Rema holds the record for the most streamed African album on Spotify, for the most streamed African song on Spotify, for the most streamed sub-Saharan African album on YouTube, for the most streamed sub-Saharan African video on YouTube, for the most streamed sub-Saharan African album on Angami, and also lastly for record for the most streamed sub-Saharan African song on Amgami. Calm down is this conversation. Trust me, it does not get better than all of this. At the moment, as we speak, we have Rema and Gomez Calm Down breaks another record as the song hits 683 million streams on Spotify, and obviously it becomes the most streamed African song ever on the platform. Now, not just Nigeria, but most streamed African song ever on that platform. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one, and we can catch you guys on the very next one. Stay safe, guys, and be careful.